Hey everybody, it's Eli from Apocalypse with Eli. Just touching base with y'all. It's I've been kind of quiet over the holidays. Haven't posted much at all. I didn't have much to say, to be honest with you. I'm going through a lot of personal shit. My wife wants a divorce. Financial issues, tax issues, blah, 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 blah. I've been running my own, I've been an entrepreneur of my own business now for, actually it'll be 20 years on February 18th, I believe. But anyway, it's such a difficult video for me to make because I want to come at you as just like a straight shooter, like, what's good, what's bad. There's, the Republicans and the Democrats and blah, 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 this and that. And I don't feel that way at all. I think we're going to see a continued sense of calm between now and January 20th when Trump goes into office. And full disclosure, I voted for Trump. Not because I think he's the greatest president of all time, which a lot of people do, or the QAnon stuff or all that baloney, but anyone that has any kind of common sense knows that what we've had for the last 4 years has been so disastrous. It's almost scary. I'm just in a tough position right now because I want the best for my wife and my daughter and my families in general. When I say families, I mean my extended family. Ironically, my mother and my father are on the same page as I am. I'm 49, just turned 49 a week ago on January 1st. And they get it, but it's like the other side with my wife, they don't get it. I'll just leave it at that. They're missing out on some stuff. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it right there. And I hate to say that because as a man, it makes you feel like I'm a failure. I'm supposed to be the man of the household, be in charge of stuff. My word is the final word. But work along with my wife to make this household whole. Unfortunately, she decided many years ago that she was not going to have a family. Our daughter was an accident, which was the best accident she ever made because that's all she obsesses over now is my daughter and getting her Taco Bell at midnight or buying this for her, buying that for her, buying this for it's insanity. So that's my point of this video because I want to keep it short. I really want to because I'm tired. I just can't. Forgive me. I just came off, a 2-week binge of pneumonia, and the day I started feeling better, I woke up Sunday morning with a fever of 103.2 degrees. Which was from one of those digital thermometers, which I don't know if I trust or not, but whatever. That's what it read, and I ran it a couple other times, and it read the same thing. And at 2 different points, it ran a 105 and a 106, which I think at that high of a body temperature, aren't you dead or close to being dead? I don't know. So it's either do I trust the thermostat or thermometer rather, or do I just, whatever. Trump's inauguration is only 4.5 or 5 days away at this point. And I think it's going to be kind of like it's been post election. There's been some criticisms. There's been some, whatever. But he's been, for the most part, he's been like kind of quiet vocally. He'll put some stuff out on True Social or whatever his site is that, by the way, I'm not a part of. But I don't really agree with everything Trump's done or said, like warp speed and all the pushing for the vaccines. I know that wasn't him necessarily, that it was the people surrounding him that said this is a necessity. If you don't take these steps, the whole world's going to die. I mean, but early on, we knew that it was the death rate was, it was like 98.6% survived. So you had to be in that 1.4% of the population that did not survive. And that typically was those with, multiple, multiple conditions. I can't remember the correct word. It's gonna drive me nuts. But anyway, but in the meantime, through COVID till today, my wife. Alright, I'm gonna stop right there. I'm not getting into my personal business. Let's just say I've had a significant amount of money that was in my name embezzled from one of my accounts into another account that I can't touch, which has been devastating. It made me had to drain all my crypto accounts, and and if I would have held on to those crypto accounts just for like another, I think 3 months, 2.5 months or whatever, I'd be sitting on $500,000 cash right now. But instead, I'm trying to pay my electric bill month to month, to keep my doors open at my business or whatever. All because my wife thinks that I would somehow use that money nefariously or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, once again, I'm probably recording at the absolute worst time to be recording in terms of my sobriety, so to speak. I'm not sober. But I wanted to put this out there tonight because I think in the next 2 weeks, shit's gonna hit the fan. I really do. And not just from a political standpoint. I mean, of course, there's gonna be people that are, love Trump and MAGA this and MAGA that. And there's gonna be a lot of other people that say he's fucking, Hitler and Mao Zedong and, the worst. Well, neither is true. One's a little bit more true than the other, though. Trump is... he's not going to be Hitler, that's for sure. I mean, that's ridiculous, and it holds no weight anymore, which is a shame to all those that were victimized by the Holocaust. But I don't know. This year's gonna be really interesting, especially for me personally. Which maybe I'll get into later at a different point, but We just crossed the 10-minute mark on this video. And I know I said a lot of nothing, but I appreciate all you guys out there checking out my channel, listening to me, and I'm gonna try to get back to the prepper aspect of life, and hopefully, I'm not sure this divorce can go through, but I built this property up. Like, that's the thing. The wife has no idea what I've done here. No idea. Like, I have built up my permaculture fruit forest, planted different types of trees all over the place. I got, peaches. I got pears. I got apples. I got pow-pows, I think they call it, or whatever. Not to mention berry bushes, all that kind of stuff. And I built systems that attract certain birds that will help to, generate the outcomes that I'm looking for. So, excuse me. So, I don't know, if you're from Pennsylvania and Appalachia, if you're from Pennsylvania and the Appalachia area, or Pennsylvania, I know you're watching. Much love, Pennsylvania. Say a prayer for us, man. God protects us, and if we ask for His grace and His mercy, He will always provide for us. But some of us that are strongest in the faith, or were born into the faith, so to speak, or like my father's a prophet of God, who's incredibly accurate. Like, that's a lot of pressure to put on somebody like me, which is fine. I mean, I accept that pressure, and I don't know. I accept that pressure, and I want my wife to see the wrong of her ways. She has become a subject of the corporatocracy in our country, and believes that her company, Pepsi Cola, that is one of the top 10 most evil corporate structures in the world, is a good thing. And it's sad to watch, because she thinks she's doing something good, because she works hard at it. She really does work hard at it, I think, in her mind. I mean, a lot of her job is driving around, and if you talk to her, she's out cracking rocks out in the backyard. That's part of her job detail, but much of her job is just going to different locations, grocery stores, restaurants, convenience stores, and then, trying to get Pepsi and Pepsi products on the front line. But there's an innate evilness about her job and what she does. It's changed her completely, 180 degrees, 180 degree turnaround for her. And if I criticize that, or I bring it up, it's me being like hateful or jealous or weird or threatening or whatever. All not true. Anyway, these are my thoughts. What do y'all think about what's going to happen to President Trump post inauguration? Is he going to jump right up and start just knocking motherfuckers out? Or, is it going to be this, like, slow, controlled demolition where he just, like, knocks one thing out and then another thing out and then another thing out? And in doing so, if it's a slow demolition, then I just feel like there's a party out there, there's people out there, there's a demographic out there that can combat that slow, steady infiltration, and instead blow the motherfucker up. Blow it all up. Peace.